Superhero TV shows have given us some of the best action, drama, and character arcs in television history, and also some of the biggest disasters ever put to screen. From legendary storytelling to absolute dumpster fires, today we're ranking the best and worst superhero shows of all time. Which shows nailed it, which ones were total failures, and what makes a superhero show actually work. Let's dive in. Let's talk about the best superhero shows. And if we're talking about the best superhero show of all time, Daredevil is untouchable. Why? Because it had everything. Brutal, well-choreographed fight scenes, deep character-driven storytelling, an unforgettable hero and villain. Charlie Cox is Matt Murdock. His performance brought nuance, pain, and resilience to Daredevil in a way we hadn't seen before. In Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin, he made every scene feel like a ticking time bomb. And we can't talk about Daredevil without mentioning the hallway fight scene. This was the scene that defined Netflix's Marvel era. No cuts, just pure gritty, real-time action. It set a new standard for superhero combat, and every show since has tried and failed to top it. The show gave us layers of moral complexity, an incredible supporting cast, Foggy, Karen, and Elektra, and some of the best villain arcs in Marvel TV history. Daredevil wasn't just a good superhero show, it was one of the best TV shows, period. Before the Arrowverse, live-action DC shows were mostly meh. Then came Arrow, which changed everything. Stephen Amell's Oliver Queen wasn't a Batman knockoff, he was his own thing. The early seasons were gritty, action-packed, and full of suspense. The show balanced superhero action with emotional storytelling, giving us one of the best character arcs in modern DC TV. Seasons 1 and 2, absolute bangers. Seasons 3 through 5, some hits, some misses. Season 6 and beyond, well, let's not talk about that. But even when it stumbled, Arrow built a universe. Without Arrow, there's no Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, or Crisis on Infinite Earths. It redefined superhero TV for an entire decade. When The Flash was good, it was amazing. Grant Gustin was perfect as Barry Allen. He gave us a character who was funny, emotional, and genuinely heroic. The first 3 seasons delivered some of the best superhero storytelling on network TV, but the real stars, the villains. Reverse Flash, iconic, Zoom, terrifying, Savitar, cool in concept, kinda messy in execution, and let's not forget the time travel chaos. Barry Allen messed up the timeline so many times, it basically became a running joke, but it worked because the emotional weight still hit hard, especially in moments like Flashpoint. Unfortunately, like Arrow, the show lost its spark after season 3, but at its peak, it was pure superhero greatness. Now let's talk about the worst superhero shows. Marvel's Netflix era was killing it. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, all solid. Then Iron Fist happened. Danny Rand was supposed to be the greatest martial artist in the Marvel universe. Instead, we got a trust fund baby who looked like he barely passed his beginner karate class. The fights, slow, awkward, embarrassing. The writing, a mess. Finn Jones, not the right casting choice. Unlike Charlie Cox, who trained intensely for Daredevil, Finn reportedly had 15 minutes to learn fight choreography before filming. That's insane for a character whose entire identity revolves around martial arts. Marvel had everything they needed to make Iron Fist amazing, and they squandered it. The Defenders should have been Netflix's Avengers. Instead, it was meh. The chemistry felt off, the plot weak, the villains boring. Instead of an epic crossover, it felt like Daredevil carrying a group project where Iron Fist didn't even read the assignment. Loki should have been a deep dive into the God of Mischief's complex character. Instead, it became a setup for the multiverse with Loki as a side character. Tom Hiddleston is fantastic, but the writing, not so much. The show tried too hard to be philosophical and quirky, while sidelining Loki's actual mischief and personality. Tatiana Maslany was a good choice for She-Hulk. The idea of a lawyer-based superhero show had potential, but instead of a compelling legal drama, we got cringe comedy, meta jokes that backfired, an ending that mocked the audience instead of rewarding them. They had Daredevil in the show and still messed it up. How? Superhero TV is a wild ride. Some shows, like Daredevil, Arrow, The Flash, define a generation. Others, Iron Fist, Loki, and She-Hulk, become cautionary tales. Now I want to hear from you. What's your pick for the best and worst superhero show? Did I miss one? Let's debate in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.